Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Gem Happy Hour. Woohoo! Today we have some really fun things to look at. We're going to be looking at color change gems, and we've actually made a color changing drink. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's purple. It goes from blue to purple, really cool, and it's really delicious. So thanks for joining me. Let me know if you're joining me. Make a comment below. So I'm Stephanie from Artinian Gems, if you haven't joined us before. And I have Michelle here. She's joining me and helping me out.
Enjoying the cocktail.
Yes. So cheers, Michelle, to another Gem Happy Hour.
This is the best yet.
It was a lot of fun to make, and we really enjoy it. And we enjoy doing these gem happy hours. So let us know if you're joining us, where you're joining us from, what your favorite gem is, and what your favorite cocktail is.
This is it.
This is it. I think you'll really like it. So if you make it, let us know. So let's take a look at what we're looking at today really quick. So we are looking at color change gems. So how many of you can guess what we have on the turntable? We've got a few different gems today. We're not just featuring one gem, we're featuring many gems. So we've got 3 varieties on the turntable right now. One is a color change sapphire. And then the other is actually color change garnet. How many of you knew that garnet is actually a color changing gem? Not every variety, but some of them are. And then we also have Sapphire and Alexandrite. So how many of you love sapphire? I love sapphire. And it comes in all these varieties of colors. So we're going to have to do some fun magic lighting so that you can see the color change. I'm going to have to actually turn off the lights to show you, but let's take a look really quick and see how these gems change color. So I'm going to turn off all these lights here, and then we're going to take a look at these really cool gems. All right. I love phenomenal gems. I've stopped the turntable here so we can see them change color. I'm going to kind of line them up a little bit so you can see what they look like. So this one here is actually a garnet, which is really cool. And this one here that I'm moving, this round, beautiful little one, kind of like a champagne color. This one as well is a garnet. This one is, of course, Alexandrite with that beautiful green color. So I'm gonna put the white light on them there so you can see what they would look like in the daylight equivalent light. So you've got the garnet looks kind of like a champagne and cognac color. This one looks kind of reddish. Of course, the Alexandrite is your green. And then we've got here some sapphires, which look kind of violetish blue, really fun. And then this garnet here is kind of a mauve purple. So very fun. Now I'm going to put on the incandescent light. So this light, if I can get it nice and strong here. Let's see if you can see. So this, oh, look at that garnet right there. Can you see that, Michelle?
Oh my
It's got
goodness.
that red. And then this one here turns red as well. Let me see if I can get it on the other side. And then the middle one turns red as well. Look at that. So isn't that fun? And your Alexandrite is going to turn a purplish red. Can you see that there? Really cool. And then these ones actually turn more purple, reddish purple, instead of that blue color. You've got a red color. And my flashlight's giving me a hard time. Of course it is, right? Of course. So
It's not on.
yeah. Why is it? So we've got that purple, red, purple. I love that one in the center. It's the oval garnet. It just goes from that purple to that red. So I think it's so cool. So let's take a look at where these gems come from. So a lot of these gems The garnets are much more available from all over, kind of Madagascar. And then check the desktop. And then the sapphires, Sri Lankan and Madagascar.
Oops.
And then you have, oh, well, you want to do the drink making? Is that what you're saying to me, Michelle? I think you want to do the drink making.
The
There I
The
am.
sooner we make it, the sooner we drink.
Okay, go ahead. Let's show you how we made this drink. Really, really cool drink. Great party drink. It's called the Sapphire Twilight Julep. And you'll see why we call it Twilight in a minute. So what we're going to start with is we need to have a nice glass. And you're going to put a whole bunch of crushed ice in there. About 3/4 full. And you want to do that so you can get a really good show. You'll see why I say that. Okay, so I put my ice in, and we're going to start with muddling some ingredients together. So we have about half a kiwi in here, and we've juiced it, and then we're also going to use the kiwi fruit that we've kind of mushed up here. I'm going to put that in, and then you have half of a lime juice. Put that in, and you're going to need about 10 mint leaves, and these are straight from Nom's garden, so you know they're good. All right, and then you're going to take your little muddler and you're going to muddle everything together. You want to get the mint in there. You want to mix the kiwi with the lime. Kind of get this mixed up, fruity. For that. All right. Let's see if we can try that again. For some reason, it didn't want to.
Oh. Maybe remove the spotlight.
No, let's try again here. Hi everybody, I'm Stephanie with Artinian Gems, and today we're going to be making a really, really cool drink, great party drink. It's called the Sapphire Twilight Julep, and you'll see why we call it Twilight in a minute. So what we're going to start with is we need to have a nice glass, and you're going to put a whole bunch of crushed ice in there, about 3/4 full, and you want to do that so you can get a really good show, and you'll see why I say that. So, okay, so I've put my ice in, and we're going to start with muddling some ingredients together. So we have about half a kiwi in here, and we've juiced it, and then we're also going to use the kiwi fruit that we've kind of mushed up here. I'm going to put that in, and then you have half of a lime juice. Pop that in, and you're going to need about 10 mint leaves, and these are straight from Nom's garden, so you know they're good. All right, and then you're going to take your little muddler and you're going to muddle everything together. You want to get the mint in there, you want to mix the kiwi with the lime and kind of get this mixed up, fruity, kind of like a paste almost. And you're going to pour that over your drink, your ice. It's a little bit messy, so I do recommend that you wear your apron today if you're making this. Okay, so it's sitting on the top there. Okay, so I poured it and it was all sitting on the top. Now you want to kind of push it all to the bottom. Okay, so now it's pretty mixed. You've got most of the mint leaves on the bottom. So now let's add the alcohol. So we'll start with peppermint schnapps. So that's going to add to the mint flavor. You're not putting very much for one drink. You're only putting about 1/2 ounce. So we'll just measure that out. gives you that extra minty flavor. Okay. And let's add a little bit of the simple syrup, which is just sugary water. You can make your own simple syrup and you can actually infuse it with fruit if you like. I've done it with blueberries before in one of our previous episodes, and I'll probably do it again, but this time we're just going to use the simple syrup with no infusion because the magic ingredient is coming up. So here is the magic ingredient. This is infused vodka, and it's infused with butterfly pea flower. So we've put about 8 to 10 of them in here, and you let it sit overnight, and then you get this amazing like dark blue color. So we're going to use that, and for one drink you use about 1.5 ounces, kind of typical for a cocktail. You can see that blue color right there. Now watch what happens when I pour this infused vodka over the drink here. Like right to the rim, so you got to be careful with this. Now, if you have room in your glass, also add a little bit of the blue ice on top. So this is ice that we've made with the infused pea flower. Look at that. And as you let it sit before you serve it, you can let it sit for a little bit, like a few minutes, and you can see the color change. Can you see that there? So you've got the blue ice on top, and then you've got the purple coming in through here. So can you see this here? We've got the blue ice on top, and then we've got this changing to purple. And as your friend, your guest, is drinking it, it's going to change even more because it's going to mix more with the lime juice. So you're going to get even possibly pink. So that's really cool. Just always remember to garnish. We used a kiwi this time. You can also put a couple of mint leaves on top if you like. There we go. A mint leaf on top would be nice too. And there you are. So that is the Sapphire Twilight Julep. All right, guys. Cheers. Really nice. Enjoy. All right, welcome back. I hope you thought that that was informative, and I thought, you know, it's fun to do something kind of a little crazy that you wouldn't normally do, and it actually is really tasty, right, Michelle?
Oh my goodness, but look at how gorgeous this is.
Oh, I've been drinking mine.
I just can't let myself drink it. It's so beautiful, almost as beautiful as the gems.
Look, you can see that mine is turning pink. Like I mentioned in the video, the top is turning pink as I'm drinking it. So it's kind of really cool. So let's go back and take a look at these gems again. I got my flashlight working a little better this time. So here we go. So we've got a variety of gems on here. And yes, Guy, thank you for joining us. There is an Alexandrite on there, but there's also, we've got the Garnets and the Sapphires on there too. And this flashlight is giving me the worst trouble. So we've got pinks and reds and greens. So let's go through and take a closer look at each one of these gems. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick each one up and then we'll take a look. So this is this beautiful Alexandrite here. So to you right now, it looks kind of brownish, purplish, and that is actually from the mix of lighting that we have here. And now as I put the daylight fluorescent light on there, you can see that it's a little bit more green. Can you see that there? There you go, it's green. It's kind of hard to see. And so we'll get the incandescent light on there too. This one's really strong. So you can see a little more purple blue. Isn't that fun? That's a beautiful Alexandrite.
Oh,
See
it's
how nice and
gorgeous.
clean it is? So this one is a carat 15 and natural Alexandrite. A lot of our Alexandrites come from Brazil and from Madagascar. And so this one typically goes for, ooh, if you can find one this big and this clean with a good color change like that, it's usually around 15,000. Ours is 13,000 and it's 7.6 millimeters by 6.1. So a really nice size. Normally when you see Alexandrites, they're actually really small.
And usually pretty included, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They have that kind of silky look to them or cloudy look to them. And that's just natural with the stone. But this one is a really nice clean one. So that's a really good find. And Alexandrites are extremely rare. They actually don't even mine just for Alexandrite. Like you'll see that there's different mines all over that are sapphire mines or ruby mines, but for Alexandrites, they don't just mine for Alexandrites because they're so rare. If they tried to just mine for Alexandrites, they would be poor because they just happen occasionally and they're kind of like a byproduct of a different mine, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Michelle?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so one of the cool things about Alexandrite, and that's why they're so sought after, is because they're so extremely rare. And then here we, oh, look at that. Look at that one fire up. Isn't that beautiful? So
Ooh.
this one is the Garnet. And this one is carat 19, again, natural. This is 6.4 millimeters round. And that one goes for $584. So
Wow.
isn't that fun and very affordable? And that's a really nice size too. It's about a carat size if you were comparing it to a diamond, because not all gems have the same weight. So, and then it's a little bit more purpley here, purpley orange.
Beautiful.
It's a beauty. And then this one is really fun. This oval one. It does have a little bit of that silkiness that I was talking about, but it actually brings out the color change a little bit more. This one is the oval pink purple. It's a carat 66. So nice big size, 8 by 6.5 millimeters. And so here we go. So it's a little bit more pinky.
It comes
here.
red.
Yeah, and then here.
Oh boy. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So you get that nice color change. That one goes for $830. So the color, if you want a phenomenal gem and your budget isn't, astronomical, it's not 15,000. Color change garnet is really good option if you can find them. They are kind of rare, but if you can find them, that's a good option for you if you want something phenomenal that is going to show two colors. So one color in daylight, and then as you can see here, one color and incandescent, meaning like candlelight. Yeah, this one is dying. Okay, and so then we have this little garnet over here. So this one is really cool too. This one is actually kind of a champagne color, if you will. It's actually showing a little more purple there than, but it's actually like a champagne color. There you go. You see that champagne color there.
Oh, yes.
And then if we have the incandescent light, comes up more purplish. Look, there it is. Purplish red.
Yes, there it is.
Very pretty.
Amazing.
And it's nice and light and bright. So actually it makes the stone look larger, which is a nice feature too. So this one is the champagne round. It's a 0.95 carat. So just under that carat mark. That's a pretty color there, isn't it?
That's
kind of like a purplish pink.
Just lovely.
And it's 5.9 millimeters. And this one is 466. So really a great buy if you're looking for something color change and unusual and beautiful and rare. That's a really good option for you.
I'll wear it.
Okay. Well, you can get it, Michelle, and you'll have to share it with us. So let's take a look at these ones here. So these ones are actually your sapphires. And the color change on this one is more of a violet blue. So you can see the blue right there. And then when we put the incandescent lighting, the more warm colors, it actually comes out to be more purplish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's a little bit more subtle than some of the others, but it's still really fun. And the trace element that causes the color change in sapphire is actually trace element of vanadium. And I think less than 1% of all sapphires are color change. So we're talking extremely rare.
Yeah, no wonder we never see those.
Right, right. And
Okay.
so we have two of them here. This one is a little bit more purple, as you can see. And then it really shows
Oh, yeah.
purplish there.
Beautiful.
So really fun. And the nice thing about sapphire, of course, is that it's so durable. It's a 9 on the Mohs scale. So the only thing that can scratch it is a diamond. So that is one of the beautiful features of sapphire and a phenomenal gem. So who knew that? Sapphire comes in a multitude of colors and it can be color change. So very cool. So if you love sapphire and you want something a little different, something that'll show you two colors in one stone, you get kind of two different looks, I would highly recommend like a color change sapphire, really good option for you. And they come in all different shapes and sizes. Your rounds are going to be your most expensive just because they are so rare. Let me show you what a rough crystal looks like. And actually this crystal is a color change crystal too. So isn't that fun?
Really?
It is, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's a nice big one too. So here you see the color change crystal. And if you're just joining us, the reason we're in the dark is because we're showing you color change gems today. And so we have to kind of show you the two different colors by using different light sources. So this is the, thank you, Rachel, for joining us, and Guy. I'm gonna keep grabbing the wrong one. So this is a rough sapphire crystal. This is how it comes out of the ground, unfaceted, unpolished, rough. And so this one is actually a color change gem. This one is, it goes from blue to purple. Let's see if I can get the purple to come out.
There it
There
is.
it is.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that cool? So looking at the crystal, you can see why it would be so hard to get around, because you have to cut off so much of it to get that round shape. So that's why the round sapphires always are a little bit more of a premium, and they're a little bit more hard to come by because they want to keep as much of the rough as possible, especially most gem cutters, because they get paid by the weight.
Right.
So if the gem is larger, has a higher carat weight, the gem cutter gets paid more. So you're not going to see those fancy rounds done very often. Our team, fortunately, we pay them for beauty, not for weight. So meaning they are to cut a beautiful gem, spend the time on the gem and do beautiful work, and then they get a bonus once the gem sells as well. So not only do we pay them well for beautiful work and per piece, but we also give them bonuses for when they sell. So if you like some of these gems, we do have a question. When would we experience these light changes day to day? That's a very good question, Rachel. So you have your daylight equivalent light. So like when you're out in the sun during the day, or in a store with a white light, that's when you're going to get your white light here. Just like that, okay? And then when you're in the evening, you go out for a nice dinner and you're by the candlelight or by the fire, you're going to get a different color. You're going to get more red or more pink or purple, depending on the stone. And that's your incandescent light. So that's your color change there. So for Alexandrite in particular, which is this one right here, this is what they call emerald by day. So daylight equivalent, emerald color, green. Can you see that there? I think I need stronger flashlights. I'm trying to get it. There we go. Emerald by day. And then ruby by night. Though it's not always red, it can be purplish, it can be blue. It just depends on the particular stone, on the particular trace elements that cause the color change. So you get different strengths and different colors. So yeah, so do we have any other questions? Oh, you're so welcome, Rachel. Thank you for joining us. And I truly enjoy everybody coming on here. Do we have any map or video that we can show them in terms of? Okay. So we're just wrapping up here. I'm sorry that we didn't share the gem hunting video. You'll just have to join us next week to see that. Next week we'll be featuring different gems.
Right.
It is October coming up, so we might be doing October birthstones, or we might be doing something else. So stay tuned. Follow us on social, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and stay tuned. And we will be sharing what we'll be doing next week, and of course, different cocktails. So, and let us know if you have some recipes. Cheers, everybody, and thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you. If you want to know more, go to our website, www.artiniangems.com. Thanks so much.